What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Recap over yesterday. Another day that was just kind of mid, man. Not going to lie. 2-2 yesterday. Hunter Green K's cashed. We got hooked by Valdez pitching out. So he had 17. We needed 18. He got pulled in on the last batter in the 6th inning. Unlucky on that one. We had Bam PRA who cashed us out. And then our last free pick was Evan Mobley. 24.5 PRA. The one play, if you would have asked me yesterday, pick one play of these four that you just could almost guarantee would cash, Mobley would be the one I would have picked. So that one kind of hurt my feelings. I expected at least a 3-in-1 day yesterday after Valdez chalked, but he did. Mobley ended up chalking us as well. So 2-2 yesterday. I do have 4 more plays for you guys today. I want to show some wins from yesterday before we do anything. So we did cash 2 of our 3 money lines yesterday. So I had Philly, had the Cardinals. Played these 2 in a parlay, plus 113, $100 to win 212. The third money line we ended up having was the Yankees. Yankees sold me, man. I had 1 unit on the Yankees. They did end up chalking me 4-3. They lost. Rodon had a bad game pretty much, and got them in a hole, and they just couldn't get out of it. But 2 out of 3 yesterday. We're 5-1 in the last 2 days on our money line. So we've been killing MLB money line. I'm going to have more of those today, so make sure you guys get those in. Actually, I do want to tell you guys, I am going to have money lines every day from now on posted on our Instagram. So go follow the Instagram if you're not already. And if one person likes and comments on the Instagram posts every single day, if the slip cashes, I will pick a winner to win free VIP, just like I do on the YouTube video. So make sure you guys go smash those smash the likes on those Instagram posts as well, because I do want to build the Instagram following up a little bit. So I'm going to be working hard on that. But anyways, we did cash this slip yesterday. Rodon and Holmes ended up cashing 75 for 158. We cashed AD and Misi yesterday, 2.2x to win $210. We did have our man Lewis. So tennis yesterday was the breadwinner. I'm not even going to lie. Lewis has been dominating tennis. This is from this morning. It just cashed. As you can see, $50 to win $500. Lewis is our tennis mod. He has been killing it. He cashed this right here, a little 5-man 10x play this morning already. He cashed this one. This is from this morning as well. So a 5x and a 10x before 8 a.m. have cashed. So he's up $1,000 this morning already. He cashed these yesterday. Another 5x yesterday. You can see April 2nd. 3:32 p.m. He cashed this $50 to win $250, and then he cashed this $100 to win $500 yesterday as well, 11 a.m. So you can see, you can look at the timestamps. They're all different slips. I know the names are about the same, play some of the same players, but dude has been dominating the tennis. If you guys want to get all of his plays, they are on our VIP as well under tennis slips. But anyways, guys, I am going to pick a winner to win VIP from yesterday's video. And quick disclaimer, first of all of our mods kill it. I'm not glazing one particular mod. I was just showing wins. Just showing wins, guys. Just want to throw that out there. I got in some trouble one time for doing that. But anyways, I am going to pick a winner from yesterday's video to win free month of VIP. If we get 250 likes on this video, I will pick a random comment down below to win a free month. So make sure you guys hit the like button, drop a comment. You got to be subscribed to win. Hit the sub button. Let's pick our winner from yesterday. So winner from yesterday's video is going to be for All Day 314, who said, let's go. Well, All Day, send me a message on Discord. I got you a free month of VIP. Appreciate the love and support from everybody. Let's jump into the free picks. Obviously, before we do that, you can get all of our plays over by heading over to WAP or Patreon. Link for both of those are down in the description. You can get a free month sign up for any of our partnered apps: Parlay Play, Underdog, Sleeper, Better, Chalkboard, NOVIG, or Dabble. Any of those 7 apps get you a free month of VIP. Use our code, make the minimum deposit. We'll get you guys added. They do stack up to 7 months, so you can get up to 7 free months for free, or 7 months for free just by making the minimum deposit. You do get deposit matches as well on like 90% of those apps. So now we can jump into these plays, guys. All the plug is done. I know that kind of gets annoying sometimes, but we're going to start with NBA. We're going to take a little dive into this slate. So looking at these games, Bucks Sixers, probably going to be a terrible game to watch. Probably going to be a blowout. Who knows? Magic Wizards, another game, probably not going to be that competitive. Probably not going to touch that game. Timberwolves Nets, similar situation, guys. Like, some of these games, man, NBA is just, to me, NBA right now is not fun to bet on. It's really not. You can't make educated guesses on this because some of these players will just randomly sit minutes. Trailblazers, Raptors. This game should be decent. The target, it should be competitive, but Pirtle's sitting, and Scotty Barnes is game time decision, And Quickly is sitting as well. So they have Pirtle and Quickly resting. The game might stay competitive. We might have the Trailblazers blow them out. I don't know. RJ Barrett's obviously coming back tonight, so we'll see what happens with that. We've got the Grizzlies and the Heat. I think this game's going to be competitive. I think this is actually a good game to target. So one of our plays are going to come from this. And then we got the Warriors-Lakers, another game that I think is a good one to target. And our second NBA play will be coming from that game. So let's jump into our first game, Grizzlies and the Heat. First play I took for today is going to be for our man Ja Morant. So I'm not a huge Morant fan. Dude's got tons of talent. I'm not big on playing him on props because he tends to do the opposite of what I think he's going to do that night. But Morant has been killing it. He has cashed his PRA line 36.5 in 7 of his last 10. So what I decided to go with, points and assists. And I bought this down from 31.5 to 29.5. If you buy it down to 29.5 on Parlay play, so we're just going to take a look at this really quick. And why it's on college basketball, I don't know. I wasn't even researching college basketball. But we're going to pull Morant up. And it went back to college basketball. I swear, man, it doesn't do this on the app for me. It only does it on the web browser, which I am appreciative that they have a web browser because most of these platforms don't. But Parlay Play, one of my favorite apps, by the way, if you guys want to check it out. But 29.5 PR or PA for our man Morant with a 1.5x payout. So a good payout here. I don't dislike his 31.5 points and assists, but that line's getting a little bit high. If you want to play his original line, you can. You can take PRA at 36.5 as well. I think he's going to have a good game, but the matchup is what scares me. There's no head-to-head data to show him versus Miami. Miami does have a good defense. Give up 7th in points, 15th in assists. If you go to point guard, it does go up to 13th and 27th. So they do give more stats to the point guard position than they do majority positions. Shooting guards, not really the same as 2nd and 9th in points and assists, so top 10 defense versus the shooting guard. But overall, we got 7th and 15th in terms of stats allowed for this. He's cashed it 10 straight games. He's averaging 37 points and assists over his last 10. He's cashed it 75% in his last 20. Now, on the season, he's cashed it 61%. So, Morant has really stepped it up as of lately. You can look at his field goal attempts. He's averaging 21 field goal attempts over his last 10 games. So, the dude's getting lots of shot volume. He's hitting high percentages, 64% there, 77%. He's cashing this with 39 and 36% hit rates as well. So, dude's getting a decent amount of assists. He had a 12 assist game back versus Phoenix. I could see him getting 6 or 7 assists today, most likely. Probably going to cash his points line if you want to lock in his points. I could see him dropping 25. Now, Morant's one of those players, like I said. He tends to do the opposite of what I think sometimes. So, I was kind of scared to take him for 25 points. So, I decided to go with points and assists just in case he does have a killer assist game. And I just bought it down slightly to play it safer. If you want to play the original line, you can. But I am going to pull this on Props Madness. We're going to take a look at the play. I got it pulled up. Looking at the shot chart for our man Morant. 37% of his shots are under the rim. 27% are in the paint. You got a green matchup in the paint, yellow under the rim. Then everything else is yellow. So majority of his shots are going to come from under the rim in the paint area, where he's going to shoot 64% of his shots. He does have a green matchup there. If you look at similar players by position, only 5 of the last 15 point guards have cashed versus the Heat. So by position, not looking good. Shot chart does look pretty good in my opinion. Yellows with green is good. You're not going to see very many teams that give up green everywhere. But I do like this matchup for our man Morant. So I will pull it up on one more platform, Predictive Profits. These are the 3 platforms I use to research. Predictive Profits is the newest one. I am going to show you guys what they have for Morant. So they have Morant projected to go under PRA, under points, over RA, and over points and assists. So points and assists, we're just going to look at. They have Morant projected to get 32 points and assists this game. So if you want to run his original line, Predictive Profits thinks he's going to go over. By the way, if you guys do want to try Predictive Profits, 50% off your first month. But what this does is running this game in 10,000 simulations. So it's putting Morant versus Miami in 10,000 simulations with the same injuries, and it's giving you how many times he cashed that line and what his average was. So we averaged 32 points and assists over 10,000 games with a 56% hit rate. So overall, that looks good for our man Morant. So I did end up locking this play in as well. So Ja Morant, 29.5 points and assists is pick number 1 of the day. And I'm feeling an NBA sweep. We're cashing both NBA props today. I'm feeling it. So that is pick number 1. Jumping into our second play, I told you guys we're going over to the Warriors-Lakers game. I am taking LeGoat. We're taking LeBron James over assists. So his assist line is originally 7.5. They have it at 7.5 and 6.5, depending on what platforms. It does look like Prizepicks has it at 7. I took it at 6.5, or I'm taking it at 6.5. I don't want push potential. You can get it on Prizepicks for push potential. It already showed you that. LeBron. And a lot of platforms had this at 7.5, so it did come down to 7, which is good. So you can get push potential for LeBron at 7 right now versus the Warriors. I prefer taking the 6.5. You can get him on parlay play at 6.5 or 7.5, depending on which one you want. Come down here to assists. You can hit show more lines, and you can buy this wherever you want. This is why I like parlay play, man. You have so many options. You can buy all the way up to a 13x if you think he has a killer assist game, which obviously probably won't happen. But 6.5, 1.53x, same as Morant on this one, buying it down slightly. You can play these two together for a 2.34x payout. Or you compare it with a promo, and for example, let's just take Banchero promo, and you can go all the way up to 2.7x right there, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing with a little 3-man. I'm feeling lucky tonight. But anyways, LeBron James over 6.5 assists is our second pick of the day. He's cashed it 7 of his last 10. He's cashed it 60% of his last 20, and he's cashed it 75% on the games on the season. So he's averaging 8.39 assists on the season. Head-to-head versus the Golden State. He typically gets a lot of assists versus the Warriors. You can see he's cashed it 6 straight games. He's averaging 10 assists over his last 6 straight games, with 8 his last game back on February. He had 12 the game before that in January. The third game and last game this season, he had 10 back in December. So this season, he has 28 assists over his 3 games, which is, a little over 9 assists per game. Golden State's assist defense are 10th in the league, so bottom 10 defense. If you go to small forward, it's 10th. Power forward is 7th. So to the forward position is 7th. Pretty much for LeBron, I mean, he can play any position, so you kind of got to look at the overall for him. That's kind of what I look at when I'm looking at LeBron majority of the time. But 10th in assists, so they don't give up a lot of assists. LeBron typically plays well against them. They do have pretty much a full healthy team. LeBron is game time decision. Kleber's the only one out, so they have to have Doncic tonight. They do have Austin Reeves playing. They got Rui playing. They got their scorers playing with Doncic and AR. So we're good on that one. I think he's going to be able to get 7 assists for us tonight. So we're going to be taking our man LeBron over 6.5 assists as pick number 2 of the day. And I will pull this up on Predictive Profits. We'll look at LeBron. So they have LeBron projected to go over on everything. So if we're just going to hit, it doesn't even matter. Like, you can look at rebounds and assists. He's projected to go over. So obviously he's going to go over rebounds and assists. Probably going to go over assists, points and assists, same thing. If he's going to go over points and assists, probably going to go over assists as well, according to the simulation. But they don't have assists on the board, so I can't look at that right there. But LeBron is pick number 2 of the day. I will look at the shot chart so you can see. We're just going to pull up AR and we're going to pull up Doncic. So looking at Luka, he's got 2 green matchups, 2 orange matchups. So kind of, I would average it out and just say he has a mediocre matchup. It's an okay matchup. It's not good. It's not bad. Same for AR. AR's got a couple of orange matchups, a green and a yellow. It is a Austin Reeves. He's going to shoot a lot of threes. He does have an orange matchup there. But if he hits a couple threes, obviously LeBron can get these assists for us. So I just kind of look at their key players in terms of scoring to look at the assists. And I don't think it looks terrible by any means. So I do like LeBron tonight. So that's going to be pick number 2 for our next 2 plays. We're jumping over to baseball. So let's get everything swapped over to MLB. I think. Okay, it's going to let me swap. And I got 2 plays for MLB. So obviously we went 1-1 yesterday. We hit both plays the day before that. So hopefully we can catch both baseball plays today as well. And that's what I'm going to say, man. The Braves are killing me, man. 0-7 to start the season. I'm wearing my Braves hat still. I'm always going to be a Braves fan. We got a lot of talent, but dang, man, the Braves are killing me. But let's go back. Let's jump into our first MLB play. So first play of the day. Now, I had a very difficult time choosing between 2 players, Joe Ryan and Hunter Brown. These 2 teams are playing each other. We got the Twins versus the Astros. So I ended up taking Hunter Brown. And if you want to take Joe Ryan and risk it on his pitching out, I think he's going to have a good game too. I could see both pitchers playing 6 innings or pitching 6 innings. But I decided to go with Hunter Brown. So Hunter Brown has cashed this 7 of his last 10 games. We only have 1 game this season. So his first game was versus the Mets. Mets aren't great. They're not bad. They're a mediocre team in my opinion. Same for the Astros. Same for the Twins. They're both decent teams. They're not terrible. They've been scoring a decent amount. If you look at Hunter Brown, his first game versus the Mets, they lost. He gave up. They ended up losing 1-3. If you look at his pitch count, he threw 96 pitches his first game. So we already know he's going to have the long leash starting the season. So they'll let him pitch close to 100 pitches. Close to 100 pitches, he should be able to cash out versus the Twins unless he just has a horrible game. Looking at last season. So last season, I mean, obviously, you got to take the last season with a grain of salt. Plus, it's early season. You can see how he started last season. 12, 9, and 2 innings pitched. He gave up tons of runs the first 3 games of last season. But he ended up coming through. He had a stretch here of like 12 games where he cashed every single game. He averaged 16.5 innings pitched or outs pitched per game. He cashed at 67%. But if you take out the first like 10 games, majority of these he got at least 6 full innings. He averaged 94 pitches. You can see a lot of these games he's pitching high 90s, low 100s. A couple games, 107 pitches there versus Baltimore. So he's going to have a long leash. He's going to have opportunities, and that's mainly what I want to look at. So we have Joe Ryan up here. You can see Joe Ryan versus Houston. Versus Houston last season, he had a 6.75 ERA, and he had 10 Ks. He pitched 2 games, went 1-1, and only pitched 10 innings. So he averaged less. This is for Joe Ryan. Now, this is the other pick. So Joe Ryan averaged less than 6 innings per game. He averaged about 5 per game. Houston, on the other hand, Hunter Brown got 6 innings both games versus Minnesota last season. He pitched 105 pitches and 95 pitches. So he did get that pitch count got high. I'm just going to throw this out there. If this cashes, it's probably going to be sweaty. We're going to be sweating out these pitches. We're going to be paying attention to this pitch count. If you look at him versus Minnesota, they gave up 4 runs, or the team gave up 4 runs and 9 runs in those 2 games. So very high. If you look at Hunter Brown, a 7.5 ERA, earned runs per 9 in those 2 games on average versus Minnesota. So giving up a lot of runs. He has a 3.49 ERA on the season last season, and he's averaging over a strikeout per inning. But Hunter Brown, I think he's going to catch us out on this one. I'm taking a chance on it. If you want to fade it, you can. I do think he's going to get it for us tonight, though, and you can get it on most platforms. So pull up Hunter Brown real quick. Hunter Brown pitching out. So it's a 1.49x. You can play strikeouts or something if you want. I'm going to go with the pitching outs, but 17.5 pitching outs, 1.5x on that play as pick number 1. And then for our last pick, this is going to be the lowest payout we have. This one's going to be a goblin, and I'm taking our man Nestor Cortez. So Nestor is a little bit scary if you look at his first game. So I'm taking him over 14.5 for the record. So it's not 15.5, over 14.5. You can get it on Underdog, and you can get this on Chalkboard. It's not available on Parlay Play. It's not available on Prizepicks. This is going to be one of those that you're going to have to find on apps if you want to play it. Now, it's minus 268 odds. This is a goblin play. It's going to be like a 1.2 or 1.3x payout. Payout's not going to be high on this one. You can play it with like a boosted line on Chalkboard and get good value there. But Nestor should pitch 5 innings. Now, looking at his first game, this is why this line is low. He gave up 20 runs to the Yankees. He got lit up by the Yankees. Now, I don't think that's going to happen again tonight. He only pitched 64 pitches. He pitched 2 innings. Like, that's horrible. Last season, he cashed his 73% of games. He averaged 17 outs per game last season. He averaged 93 pitches per game. I don't think that the Reds are going to light him up like the Yankees did. I just don't. Looking at his ERA last season, 3.77 ERA out of 174 innings. So the dude doesn't give up a ton of runs. 3.77 is not bad. I usually look for low 3s. But 377 is not that bad. He's 9-10 record last season. He can pitch well. He has a lot of games where he went 7 innings. 5 innings is not that much. He should cash this, and I'm going to take a chance with him tonight. So this is going to be one of those, not a gimme pick, but it's going to be one of those low payouts like I had for Mobley yesterday. So Nestor Cortez over 14.5 pitching outs is going to be our third or our fourth pick of the day and our second MLB play. I will see what they have over here on Prizepicks in terms of pitching outs, if I can find it. So pitching outs, they do have Hunter Brown, 17.5. Obviously, it's going to show a goblin. Houck, Morton, and Lodolo, I'm kind of fading them right now. I don't know what I want to do with those pitching outs, if I even want to touch them. We got a smaller MLB slate today. I will say the Minnesota game versus Houston only has 7.5 total. So this is one of the 2 lowest totals, and so is the Yankees game, which is or not Yankees game, but the you know what I'm talking about, the Cortez game, whatever, the Reds game. That one's another low scoring game. So we'll see what happens with that. I like Hunter Brown, 17.5 pitching outs, and Cortez, 14.5. Those are the 2 I locked in. And if you want to tell them, they are there. So those are our 4 plays for today, guys. Take a look. We got Ja Morant over 29.5 points and assists. We got LeBron James over 6.5 assists. We have Hunter Brown over 17.5 pitching outs. And then we have Nestor Cortez over 14.5, which I can't get on parlay plays. So if you want to lock these in, go for it. If you guys want to fade them, do that as well. But anyways, hopefully we get that sweep, guys. 4-0 day. I'm calling it right now. We're sweeping tonight. Hopefully we green you guys out. Make sure you guys join our Discord if you haven't. Join our VIP if you haven't. Go follow the Instagram if you haven't. We're going to drop a free money line here in just a little bit. And we'd love to have you guys a part of the community. Hope you'll have an awesome day. And I'll see you in the next one.